I have with me on my steps is my family, really. My friend Carley Cavins of Cleverly Changing.
Yes. Yay!
So she has been in the thick of it with me. In case you guys don't recognize these steps, we chose to do the this little promo video from these steps because this is the scene where Janae's potty song went viral. Potty song, in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, go over to the YouTube video. The YouTube video, not on my page anymore. The YouTube video, and look up Janae's potty song. I know, that's what it is. Janae's potty song over on YouTube. And you'll see this song that now has about 6.2 million views, I think is where we are now, and growing. It has been quite the experience over the last couple of weeks, specifically last week. And had I not, really, Carley reached out to me and was like, so hope that you're monetizing or doing something great with this video. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have never experienced this in my entire life. So Carley, break down what it is that you do. I knew that she did blogging, and I knew that she made some money off of that, but I had no clue, and most people don't know what you do. So break it down.
Okay, so I'm a blogger, and I do a little bit of blogging, which means that video blogging, where you talk about, you kind of share what's going on in your life, or depending on what your niche is, you share whatever it is that you're very passionate about. And so on my blog, Cleverly Changing, I started it to really kind of talk about sickle cell anemia and kind of create a community and awareness in our community. I realized soon,
and that's passionate because one of your twins
has sickle cell anemia. And so September is National Sickle Cell Month. So this month we're really talking about sickle cell anemia a lot. But I realized that wasn't the only topic that I wanted to talk about because I'm a mom of twins. So I talk about a lot of different parenting things, and I've been doing it for about 6 years. And so when this video went viral, Stacia and I we connected and began to talk a little bit more. So we talked a lot about branding. So when you start putting things out into the atmosphere and you kind of start sharing things that on YouTube or on your Facebook page, you are beginning to create a brand. And that's what we begin to discuss, and how do you do that and monetize behind it. So,
in essence, how do you make your media work for you? I mean, I know Facebook and all these other social medias that are out there, Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter, there's so many, and it seems like there's a new one coming out like every day, and it's hard to keep up. And I know for me, and I will say my generation, I'm not that old, y'all, but but Carly's a little bit younger than me, even though, you know I'm 21, seriously, yeah. But one of the things that I realized is most of my friends are Facebook people. What Carley, you broke down to me, though, was that there are different things that go viral for different reasons and hit at different platforms, and the benefits and reasons why things hit and why things don't hit. Break that down.
So when a video goes viral, it means that it resonated with hundreds of thousands of people, with a lot of people. And what makes a video resonate is that it connects with people emotionally. So it can connect with people emotionally because, people were really moved by the story and they want to share it because they're passionate about, like, if someone was sharing something about cancer and it really touched, children generally go viral. So if there's a child with cancer, generally people will, definitely be full of compassion, and they'll talk about it, they'll share it. A lot of videos that are just simply cute, like you see lots of funny animal videos, and people are like,
the
oh
cat
my gosh,
videos.
those are so cute, are the puppies, and it'll make people want to share. So when things are so cute that it compels an audience to share, that is what makes things go viral. So all marketers, we all dream of having everything go viral, or at least a couple things, because that's generally where you're going to make a lot of money. That's what you want to make a lot of money.
Yeah, we don't. By the way, we aren't making a lot of money right now. But with one of the you give us 3 tips that I was floored. By the way, this whole Janae's potty song thing, it was simply a private moment that Janae and my daughter, who's 2.5 years old, were going through, and I guess it connected with audiences because everybody dreads potty training.
Right. So it connected because Janae is very cute, and every parent knows that potty training can be one of the most difficult experiences.
Tell me, we're still in the thick of it.
Hey!
So hence why I started singing it to her to try to get her to go. And one thing I will say to those of you who happen to be watching and who I haven't been able to respond to on my Facebook page, which has been lots and lots of love, and so appreciate that, is that I love that people are saying that they're singing it to their child and it's actually helping.
Yes.
So that's a great thing. And we are trying to find ways to make that even easier for you to get a hold of and all of that kind of stuff. But Carley, in particular, you helped me because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, there's millions of people who are watching this. I don't know what that means. And then she started sending me messages of people who had copied, and by the way, the video and the song is copyrighted, y'all. And thank you for everybody who was like, I hope you've copyrighted this. So we have. But then all of a sudden, all these duplicates started popping up on YouTube. So break down how this whole thing works.
So when your video went viral, I shared it with one of my friends, Soca Mom. So shout out to Soca Mom, DC. I shared it with her and I said, my cousin's video has gone viral, and she sent me one of the duplicates. And she said, someone has already duplicated her video. And I said, oh no. And so she immediately told me, she said, if you reach out to YouTube, they will take that down. And so what happens is people will see that, oh my gosh, I'm seeing this on TV, I'm seeing it everywhere. And I know all of us who are on Facebook, it was going through our streams like crazy. And so people recognize that. And they're like, oh, well, I have a page, I'm making money. So they will copy your video and put it on their page so that they get those hits and they get the money from that. And
I wasn't doing any of that because I didn't even know where to start I didn't know I didn't even know what monetizing a video on YouTube was about. And what are the first steps that she took me through immediately to try to get, if any of you guys have anything on YouTube, we recommend that you do this.
Right. So first of all, even if you don't know that your video is going to go viral, if you're sharing something with other people and you want to share it, why not monetize it? Why not create a platform where you can get some money? Now, a lot of people aren't going to get rich by monetizing or sharing things on YouTube, but you may make, gas money or something like that. When your video goes viral, if you had a monetized initially and everything was going through YouTube, you probably could have made a lot of money. But here's the thing about your video. It was mostly shared on Facebook. So when you go to her YouTube video, you'll see that you won't necessarily see the 6.2 million hits.
Right.
And the reason why you won't see that is because the video that went viral was her personal video on her personal page on Facebook, which she has now made private because, again, that was her personal private page.
And didn't really I love everybody, but really wasn't trying to have everybody on my personal page.
So that's the thing. So when you think about what you're sharing and where you're sharing it, you kind of have to take that into account. So, you want to help other people. And it really wasn't something like she sat down to make a viral video. It was just, she was sharing something that was cute and compassionate, something that happened in her home that was working. So why not share it with other people? Especially you talked to me about your mommy groups.
Right. It was literally out of the mommy group. If you guys read the stories that have come out when I interviewed with Today.com and with Evan's Review just recently, basically it came out of the fact that I'm in 2 mommies groups on Facebook. And I shared it with my mommies groups, which are private, and they said, hey, I got some inboxes, and they were like, hey, can you send that to me? I want to share it with my husband or with my friend. And I was like, the only way I can let them share it out of this private group is if I make it public. So I took the one And for those who are not really Facebookers either, you have the option in Facebook to make something for the world to be able to see, and or to make it just for your friends to see, or just for your friends and their friends, or just for yourself to see. So you have options of how you choose to have your video seen. And I chose to allow it to be public so that my friends in the mommies group could see it, and people on my page. And so I was like, okay. And then next thing I knew, it was like millions of people who were watching it. And that was a little bit overwhelming, to say the least.
So that's something to keep in mind. So, you know, if there's something that you don't mind sharing, you might want to consider sharing it in a public space like YouTube first versus sharing it from your private page. Because you cannot, at this point right now, you cannot monetize Facebook videos.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg has kind of put the kibosh on the monetizing.
So,
Thanks, Mark.
So if you want to monetize your videos, YouTube is a great way to do that.
So break down for those of us who don't even know what monetizing means.
So monetize means to make money from sharing your videos.
And the practical ways of doing that is ads that come, you allow for ads to come across your video.
So just like when we watch a commercial on TV and the commercial goes to a break for ads, those commercials are what pay for people to put those shows onto the different networks. And so YouTube, not long ago, they decided to have ads on YouTube as well to kind of reward the people who are posting their videos on there. And that allows for the people who post videos to make a little money. Now, some people are better at it than others, so they are definitely making a lot of money. But most people, even most people whose videos go viral, they had never heard of AdSense, so they're not necessarily making money because their video went viral. But there are ways for you to make money when your video goes viral. So first of all, you need to have AdSense.
So this is step number one.
Step number one is AdSense.
Set up an AdSense account.
Right, and so you generally have to have a website in order to connect that account with. So the first thing you wanna have a website to connect that AdSense account to. And you do all of this through Google. So if you go to google.com and you Google create an AdSense account, it'll take you through that process step by step and tell you exactly what you need to do in order to do that. And then once you have once Google approves of you to have an AdSense account, then you can put that AdSense account onto your YouTube page and connect those together.
And by the way, y'all, didn't know this. Well, you kind of do know it, but I didn't put it together how YouTube and Google are like the same. So don't keep changing your password. But I've lived this. Don't keep changing your password on YouTube, and then you'll find out you're locked out of your your Gmail account, and then change your Gmail account to get into your. They're all the same passwords. Tip from me.
They're all the same. So Google and
if you have
YouTube
a Gmail account,
are connected.
Right. If you have a Gmail account and you have a Google account, they're the same account.
Yes, and also Google Plus. So Google Plus, if you're on that, all of those are connected.
Platforms are all connected. So that's something I didn't know.
So
free information, folks.
Free information, free tips on Google and YouTube. So Google and YouTube, like anything you want to know, you really can Google it. There's a YouTube video where somebody is explaining it and kind of talking about it. So the information is out there if that's something that you're interested in learning more about. But it's definitely, before you share a video, even if you don't know it's going to go viral, definitely make sure that your account is being monetized so that all the hits that you're getting, you're actually able to, in some ways, benefit from that.
There you go, y'all. You got 1, 2, and a little extra 3 tips here. That to be mindful of where you put your video, even if you are just playing around. If you think that you might want to make a little bit of change off of it, or you think it's cute, start it on YouTube. If you want to, then link it to your Facebook, maybe.
Yeah.
And then that way most of the things are going over. Have your AdSense account set up. And it's kind of like good luck of the draw. If God shows favor on whatever you're putting out there,
yes,
then hey, you can make a little bit of change from it. We're seeing where God's going to lead with this thing, but I'm so glad to have Carley from Cleverly Changing here with me on this journey, along with so many other of my people in my circle that God has blessed me with. Be Real Media Management, which is a company that I own and have been doing media and production out of, and event management for a while. I'm blessed to have the platform for The Drive, the Stacia D. Wright Show on Bright Radio, which, as you guys know, is internet radio. So these are things that, even though I've worked in the field for over 15 years, I still didn't know. So there is still so much to be learned, and Cleverly Changing Carley has been a blessing to my life, and I hope she's been a blessing to you guys' life too.
Oh, well, thank you.
I will have her back next week for the full show to talk even more in depth about branding and how you can step by step take your social media to the next level. We as Christian moms know the struggles of what life is like when you're trying to balance life and work, and for those of you
and entrepreneurship
and we're all in this boat together, y'all.
Yes.
So whatever tips we can share, we're trying to hook everybody up. Hey, we all need to be winning.
Yes.
winning. So Cleverly Changing, go check out your blog. Where's your blog?
My blog is at cleverlychanging.com. We are also on Instagram at Cleverly Changing. We are on Twitter. Twitter is really my platform that I love because it's nice and quick.
And 144 characters.
Yes. So on Twitter, I'm at Cleverly Changing. It's without the G, but you'll learn when you're branding. You want to keep everything the same so people don't get confused. But
right.
That's where we are. So think Cleverly Changing, and definitely show Stacia some love, like all of her pages. When she shares stuff, like it, because it doesn't cost you anything, but it definitely shows your friends that you care and support them.
So if you haven't checked out Janae's potty song, it's GINNEHSPOTTYSONG. Thank you guys so much for the love, and you all made it go viral.
Yeah,
so
it's because of you.
It's because of you, and I hope that it has been a blessing to all of those parents who are in the trenches with potty training. Yes. Coming soon will be our single.
Yes.
Y'all saw me in the studio not too long ago at Stage 1 Studios. So we're working on getting the song out and a couple other support material as we all go through this Cleverly Changing potty training.
Yes.
We got a lot going on here, folks. But thank you for joining on The Drive, the Stacia D. Wright Show. So this is just a small thing that I'm doing. Every once in a while I might do this little special. But the regular show will be 4 o'clock today, as usual, on Mondays over at brightradio.org. And I'll be back next week on Monday with more from Carley at Cleverly Changing.
All right.
Thanks, y'all. Bye.